That's something that I'm looking forward to.
I'm Oliver Heldens, DJ and music producer, and I'm here at Man City to share a bit of my knowledge and experience with Jack Grealish. We already have a DJ name in mind.
Oh yeah, DJ Grillo.
DJ Grillo.
Grillo, yeah.
Can you say that?
Ah, that was good.
One thing that's really important with DJing is the timing when you mix in the next record. Similar as if you're playing on the wing, sometimes you want to make this deep run, but then you get offside if you run too early, right?
It seems so much harder than you'd think. If you're doing it sometimes in front of a big crowd, surely it would make you want to perform better, and I think that's the buzz of it. Join me in the OKX Collective Metaverse to hear my exclusive DJ set in collaboration with Oliver Howden. I swear I'd love to get so good at this, man.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And then you just stay like, depends, you can do it 15 seconds, you can do 5-second holds, depends on the reps you do. But essentially it's just come here, locking the glute, the hamstring, and that's it. And then you change legs. So now he's doing it both legs, depends on the kind of exercise you're actually looking for. Then you can go one leg if you want to be very specific, but essentially that's the exercise. I normally do it after a training, and I just do like 5 seconds, 5 times each leg. Between the glute and the hamstring, it's very good, especially in my specific case. Right, now we're into some more specific training drills. First up is a drill which helps me develop power. This one is all about the jump. For a footballer, the thing is not so much about how many boxes you can jump, but it's more about how much can you jump with your legs straight. Obviously, you will always bend the knee, but try to keep the legs as straight as you can. Well, this is definitely one of the exercises that has the most variations. You can drop from a jump, jump again. You can put into more boxes. It's definitely a key component of a football player, especially in my case as a centre back and as a player that needs to jump a lot in the game and needs to win duels in the air. And the second drill is about acceleration. I must be able to accelerate to the ball quickly to win one-on-one battles with my opponent. Here's a drill you can do at home. Quite often we do it as a prep already on the pitch before we actually start the training session. It's like a prep for a sprint, the beginning of a sprint. You got some resistance, it helps you warm you up. Or you can always actually train your sprinting with it. But essentially we just use it as a warm-up exercise. So like put it around the waist and then like start sprinting. The one will hold, I will hold it for him and just slowly start to go. Yeah. Just 1, 2 or 3 and that's it. It's definitely a good one to do if you're warming up for training.
Yeah, that's it.
Good job. You've just completed the Training Like This OKX Collective Metaverse session. Remember, build these exercises into a routine and stay consistent to see the benefits and give you the edge.
That's it, you've just completed the Make You Play OKX Collective Metaverse session. You now have the tools to make the right decision, and remember, good decision making is critical both on and off the pitch. As a captain, you want to lead the line, and I always considered myself someone who rarely does mistakes. You're always under pressure, and a lot of things that you do are instinctive. But I also believe that it's always a 50-50 if you are not well prepared for every single situation. I'm İlkay Gündoğan. Join me for an exclusive training program to understand my step-by-step decision-making process on the pitch when taking free kicks, long passes, and crossing the ball. It's late in the game and you win a free kick just outside the box. The pressure is intense, so how do you use decision making in the moment to calm your nerves and give you a better chance of making the right play? Let's break down how I approach free kicks. A free kick, I think, is always about concentration, about different circumstances that come together, like height of the wall, positioning of the goalkeeper, is it on the right side or on the left side, and then at the end of the day is how confident you are and how determined you are to take the shot and to hit it well. Different scenarios play different roles. If you are losing or if it's early in the game, if the distance is makeable, is doable, I think a free kick is always a good opportunity, to score a goal. If it's quite late in the game, probably the way to go with it would be the direction of the corner flag. Put your strongest, tallest, most physical man there to protect the ball and waste time, basically. The risk of mishit it or the goalkeeper catches it and the team goes straight on a counter-attack is not worth it. A lot of it is concentration. It's really being in the tunnel, see the ball and see the goal. Imagine how you strike the ball, and it ends up in the top corner in the best possible way. Football is a game of confidence. It's a game where mental aspects are sometimes much more important than the physical and technical parts of it. The main thing about free kicks is put the ball on the spot and try to execute as good as possible. As a midfielder, distributing the ball is important, but how do you make the right decision in a split second? Let's break down how I approach playing long passes. The first thing to do is you anticipate when the pass is gonna come and you scan what's happening behind you. I feel like that's the most crucial part, playing in the center of the field. You always want to be aware of what's happening behind you, what's happening to your right, to your left. In the middle, you don't have much time and much space. You have to be not physically quick, but mentally in your mind, you have to be very quick in taking the right decisions. If you get the ball, you're with your back towards the opponent's goal and you have a defender or a midfielder in your back, I think the risk, of trying to turn and lose the ball is always quite high. So if you are unsure, I think the best thing is always to set the ball to your defender, who has always the game, in front of himself and knows where the opponents are. This is the safest way of playing in midfield. If you have the game in front of you and you're not anymore with your back towards the opponents, then a first touch is very important. Control the ball, bring yourself into the right body shape and try to find a way of breaking the lines, which is, I think, something crucial as a midfielder. You want to beat with your pass, with your dribbling, as many opponents as possible, to give your strikers, your wingers, the opportunity to create something. The most difficult passes are the through passes, where you beat the whole defensive line. It's really about timing of the run and the pace of your ball. If the opponent team is quite high, quite confident in the way they are defending, when you have someone really quick up front, then you would always aim for the space. Crossing is one of the most important attacking passes in the game. But executing a world-class cross requires the right decision-making, or you could run the risk of being exposed to a counter-attack. Let's break down how I approach crossing. The first thing you have to do is scan what's happening in the box. Have a look where your teammates are, where the opponents are as well. What I realize in a lot of cases is that the defending team tends to drop a lot or defend the first post a lot. So this obviously creates a lot of space for the second post. So I would try to lift the ball over that defensive line in a more softer way. So I give my winger enough time to get into the box, but then also give him a quite easy ball so he can either head it or strike it into the goal. If I scan that someone is free on the near post, I would probably go for a stronger ball because the probability of having a lot of defenders over there is quite high. You just try to slot the ball in between the area of goalkeeper and defender. Your teammates, just by changing the direction of the ball, can score. Great work. That's it. You've just completed the Make Your Play OKX Collective Metaverse session. You now have the tools to make the right decision, and remember,